Welcome, friends, to the Gamer Down. This is your host, Darkhosis, for the week of June 10th, 2011. And this week, it seems they are testing out the New World event, and it's possibly that this is like for E3 and everything like that. They have like a little message when you log in, saying that, don't go nuts if you see stuff going on, because we're at E3. So, keep that in mind. And anyway, I happened to be on the test server here while they were doing something, and it showed the New World event, which was coming up. And if you want, you can pause the video. That way you can read in greatly detail of every little thing, You know how you want to just hang up on every little word there, like me. And I did want to apologize to Jin there. I do say hello to everybody. It was just, I just logged in, and I wanted to get this recorded. And I was pretty tired and everything, so hope you understand. Sorry about that. And I know you hear the voice acting in the background there. Don't worry, you'll get to see every part of that. So let's break this down here, the phases. Phase 1, basically you just do the quest, very similar to the first world event. You pick up some quests in Meridian or Sanctum, and you just go close rifts and invasions, and by doing so, you will get runic king seals, and these are basically otherworldly source stones, and you can use them for currency to buy some stuff. And in Phase 2, it says there's like Colossi invasions, which I can only imagine is similar to the Harbinger of Owlsbeth rifts, which were going around during that event. So I imagine they're like a special rift with a really tough boss, the Colossi. And in Phase 3, it looks like you're going to need to run Runic Descent for Death Shards, as well as do some quests for Death Shards. And it says you need to collect a number of Death Shards to fuel these two guns here to knock the doors down to HAMMERKNELL. So I imagine you have to collect a certain number to get rewarded for Phase 3. And possibly run Runic Descent, but I really doubt they would do that. That would cut out too many people. The newbies and everything like that wouldn't be able to run Runic Descent. So I imagine, I'm hoping and praying they learn from their first lesson, and they aren't gonna cut people out for just various reasons. But with that being said, the last phases are in Moonshade Highlands, so you're going to have to at least be a certain level to get here, at least 30th level or so. And I don't know, I'm hoping that they learn from their last lessons, and that they aren't going to exclude anybody. They need to keep these world events open to every single person. They just cannot continually ostracize certain groups. Even the newbies. The newbies, they pay their subs too. They need something. In Phase 1 and 2, that's not going to really cut it. You're going to have everybody involved in all of the phases. This is a world event. It should not be excluding anyone from anything. Like the last one did. The last one, it excluded way too many people. It's way too large of your player base was excluded from your last event, and I don't know how long these phases are going to last. I imagine that they're probably at least a week each or so. Don't quote me. I really don't know, and I'm just making a guess. But I imagine that they are not going to be as long as maybe the first event. For the very first phases, and hopefully they learn some lessons, and they will have a more smoothness to this, and they will release the phases in a more timely fashion. It's like that one phase just lasted way too long, and then the last phases lasted no time at all. They were way too short, hour to 2 hours to enjoy the last phase of the last event. Which brings us to Phase 4, and that is to destroy the door to HAMMERKNELL Fortress. And that's where what I am doing right now, and what is going on right here. they're obviously playing out the little scenario for this, and I'm going to show that to you right here. And it looks like it could be a repeating thing, like it will spawn and this little scenario will repeat. So here it is, and I hope you enjoy it. Check it out. And you can see here at the very beginning of this that those guns have started to fire up. There they go. See, they're shooting the doors to HAMMERKNELL down, and you don't seem to be able to, well, at least I wasn't able to, and I imagine that I wasn't able to interact or attack anything in this little event thing right here, because it was just for demonstration or possibly testing. So just keep that in mind. So I'll try to shut up and let you hear this.
Take the flanks and get a line on that beast. It must not be allowed to escape. Ascended, attack! Hit it with everything you've got. Strike now before this beast breaks loose. Mercy from us! The doors of HAMMERKNELL are open! Hurry! We must claim its secrets before they are lost to time!
What was sealed has now been opened. I never dreamed I'd be taking this step into the home of my forefathers. I wonder where the step after that will lead me.
And that is about it for now, guys. That's all that I have to show you at this very moment. As this thing progresses, I will go back and check out the phase 1 and 2 and 3 and check out those rifts to see if there's any special rifts out there. I'm sure there are. And isn't that a weird voice for Scotty? I mean, that is like the most inappropriate voice for Scotty. You need to have a dwarf or something like that, you know. That voice you have right there, that is just, that sounds more like an elf or something like that. That voice is way wrong for Scotty boy. Anyway, this has been Darkhosis for the Gamer Down, and I'll see you next time.